Okay, in this video, we'll be solving the equation for x. We have 14x equal to 3 into 1 plus 2x minus 4x. We'll begin by distributing the 3 in the parentheses. And we do that by multiplying the 1 by the 3, giving us 3 plus 3 times 2x is 6x. We'll bring down our 4x. And it's equal to 14x. Now we subtract 4x from 6x and we get 2x. We still have our 3 over here and the 14x on the other side. Now we'll get rid of this plus 2x by subtracting it. So we have minus 2x. Whatever we do on this side, we have to do on the other side. So we'll subtract 2x from over here as well. This is cancelled. And we end up over here with 12x equal to the 3. Now to find the value of x, we'll simply divide the 12x by 12 and same over here. So 12 cancels out and we have x is equal to 3 ones, 3, 3, 4 is 12. So x is equal to a quarter. And that's our final answer. Okay, so this question says determine the product of 2x plus 3 and minus 6x squared plus 5x minus 1. Now you're to express the product in standard form. The first thing we'll do is to draw up a chart here and we'll put in the values. So we have minus 6x squared plus 5x and minus 1. Over here we have 2x and 3. So now we'll go ahead and start multiplying. So 2x times 6x squared will give us 2 times 6, negative 6 will give us negative 12. X squared by x, the first power gives us x cubed, because this is 2 and this is actually a 1 over here. Then 2x by 5x, 10x squared. 2x by negative 1 gave us negative 2x. We multiply by the 3. 3 times 6x squared minus 6x squared give us minus 18x squared. 3 times 5x gives us 15x. And 3 times negative 1 gives us negative 3. Now we'll write our answer over here. So we start with because we have to write the product in standard form, we'll start from the highest exponent, which is cube. So we have minus 12x cubed plus 10x squared. Now we have another x squared over here. So we'll write that minus 18x squared minus 2x plus 15x and minus 3. So now we have minus 12x cubed, 10 and negative 18 will give us negative 8x squared. And then we have minus 2x plus 15x. This will give us plus 13x and minus 3. So this here is our answer in standard format. Because we begin with the highest exponent, which is a cube, then we go to the squared, and then that's it. Okay? Okay, we have this question that reads, write an equation in slope-intercept form of a line that passes through the point 6, 3, and has a slope of 2/3. Now we know the slope-intercept formula is y equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope, which is 2/3. So we fill in our values as we have it. X is given, so we have x being 6. So this is times 6 plus b. We don't know what b is. Y is equal to 3. So we'll just work this out. 2 times 6 is 12 over 3 plus b equal to the 3. 3 1, 3 fours. So we have 3 equal to 4 plus b. You want to isolate the b, so we'll subtract 4 from here. And 4 over here, so this cancels out. We're left in minus 1 equal to b. So this is the intercept. And now we write it back in our equation form, which is y equal to 2/3 x, and our intercept is minus 1. So this is our final equation. Okay, so let's look at this question. It reads, Abby has $20 to spend at a community festival. She uses $8.50 to purchase food coupons for popcorn, a hot dog, and a soda. She can buy individual ride tickets for $2.25 each. Determine algebraically the maximum number of ride tickets Abby can buy. So we don't know the number of rides, so we'll say let x be equal to the number of ride tickets, and we'll start with the information we have. We have $20. She has to spend $20. She spent $8.50 on food, and the ride tickets cost each $2.25. Since we don't know how many, we put x there. So let's solve the equation. Minus 850 on both sides. This cancels out. We end up with 225x is equal to 20 minus 850, and that will be 1150. So now we need to get x by itself, multiply by 225 on both sides, 2.25. So x is equal to, okay, let's use our calculator. 1150 divided by 225 give us 5.1, and this is a recurring one. So the amount of tickets she can buy five tickets. So final answer, Abby can buy 5 tickets. Okay, this next question says use the quadratic formula To solve 2x squared minus 4x minus 3 equals 0 and express the answer in simplest radical form. The quadratic formula is given as x equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now, given the formula, we can find the values of a, b, and c, a being the coefficient of x squared, which is 2. B is the coefficient of x, is minus 4, and c is the intercept, minus 3. So we'll just substitute into our formula here. So we have x equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of minus 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is negative 3, and it's all over 2 times a, 2 times 2. So let's go ahead. Negative 4 becomes a positive 4 because of 2 negatives. This is actually negative 1 over here, times negative 4 give you positive 4, plus or minus square root of minus 4 squared is 16, positive 16 because this is the negative 4. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 6 times negative 4 gives you positive 24 over 2 times 2, 4. So we have 4 plus or minus the square root of 24 plus 16, 4 and 6, 10, 2 and 3 and 1. Square root of 40 over 4. Now we can find a perfect square here, right? So we'll break down this 40 into square root of 4 times the square root of 10. And we can have a perfect square here, which is 2. So this becomes 2 square root of 10. So our answer is 4 plus or minus 2 square root of 10 over 4. Okay, so this question reads, Acme Athletics purchases shoes from a supply company. In January, the company bought 30 pairs of running shoes and 10 pairs of basketball shoes for $3,700. In March, they bought 15 pairs of running shoes and 20 pairs of basketball shoes for $35.75. The supply company kept their prices constant. If X represents the cost of one pair of running shoes and Y represents the cost of one pair of basketball shoes, write a system of equations that models this situation. So let's look at the information we have. January and March. So they say in January they bought 30 pairs of running shoes and 10 pairs of basketball shoes for $3,700. And they said let X represent running shoes, so 30X. Y represent basketball, so 10Y. In March, they bought 15 pairs of running shoes, that's 15X, plus 20 pairs of basketball shoes, so that's 20Y equal to 35.75. So this here is our equation. Okay, now Jacob says that a pair of running shoes costs the store $80 each, and a pair of basketball shoes costs the store $130 each. Is he correct? Justify your answer. So we have our system of equations here. We will just substitute 30 times 80 plus 10 times 130 should give us 3700 to 3 8 24. 2400 plus 1300 equal to 3700. So this is 3700 equal 3700. So this checks out. Now let's do this one here. 15 times 80 plus 20 times 130 equal to 3575. 15 times 80 is 1200 plus 20 times 130 gives you 2600. It should give us 3575. And as you can see, 0 0 6 and 2 8, 2 and 1 3, 3800. It's not equal to 3575. So no. Okay, so we have to solve our system of equation algebraically to find the exact cost in dollars of one pair of running shoes and the exact cost in dollars of one pair of basketball shoes. So we have our equation 1, equation 2. The first thing we'll do, we'll try to eliminate one of these variables, x or y, and I choose to do this one here. We can multiply it by -2. So we have the y will be cancelled out. So -2 times 30x, -60x, minus 20y equal to minus 37 times 2, 7400. We'll bring down this here now. So we have 15x plus 20y equal to 3575. This will cancel out, and we end up here with minus 45x. 45x equal to 7400 minus 3575 gives you minus 3825. Divide this by -45 on this also. So we have x is equal to, and let's divide 3825 divided by 35 gives you 85. So x equal 85. We'll substitute in this equation. So we have 15 times 85 plus 20y equal to 3575. So let's see, 15 times 85, it gives you 1275 plus 20y equal to 3575 minus 1275 on both sides. So we have 20y is equal to 0, 0, 2, and 3, 1 and 2, 2300. Divide both sides by 20. So y is equal to 115. So let's substitute.